You there! Ogre!
Aye.
By the order of Lord Farquaad, I am authorized to place you both under arrest and transport you to a designated resettlement
Facility? Oh, really? You in what army?
Hey howdy hey awesome people of the internet, Wolfman4 here back with probably a very small haul this time because lately I've been going through a lot of different situations that need money. So for example, I've been going out on a lot of trips, or saving up for trips I should say, and going out for meals with friends and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I've not got much to show you this time, so let's start with the life bit. So counselling is going okay. I'm finding it very helpful still, you know, talking about how things have been since my sister passed away. Yeah, it's really helping me out, and a lot of people in my life have recognised that things are still not feeling great, but I'm coping, so yeah, there's that. As it's been quite colder, apart from the day I'm recording this on where it's actually been relatively warm, I have been sort of doing this thing where I'm still kind of doing the driving dares, but I'm not like driving naked or not wearing much. Instead I'm just sitting in the car and doing that just because I can. And there have been times where I've been in the car and it's been quite hot in the car because of the heater being on or some other reason. So yeah, I'm just trying to be careful, you know, as I've always been. So yeah, that's been happening. You've seen what I've been seeing you've heard of what I've been seeing at the cinema, because I've been going to the cinema a lot, and I now do movie reviews in case you've not been watching my channel for a while now. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to Legoland on Tuesday, so that'll be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a video of me being at Legoland. I know I promised one of my friends that I would, but I'm not sure if I will. It just depends on if I feel like doing it or not. And yeah, everything else has been going okay. Work's been going okay. Everything's just going okay. Just doing all that I can with stuff, and yeah. So yeah. Not really major big life update this time, although I will say there's been a couple of friends of mine who I'm not going to name who have been sort of giving me conflicting information about a certain situation, which I won't go into too much. But I tend to believe, I've now decided I'm going to believe the person that's told me first over the other person, because it just feels right. And yeah, and they're both good friends, but sometimes they do tend to give me a lot of conflicting information with certain things, so yeah. But anyway, enough about that. I'm going to show you what I've got, and I'm going to try some stuff too. So first up, a couple of Blu-rays. So the first thing is Early Man. So this is an Aardman film, probably one of the last films that they ever released in the cinema, because due to box office returns of their stop motion feature films, they've decided to go straight to stick to streaming at the risk of so in the hopes that they can recoup their money rather than send it to the big screen, even though lots of people really love Aardman, but it is what it is. I bought this, I did have this on Blu-ray some years ago, but I decided to buy it back recently because I do like Aardman, although I'm not a big fan of football, and there's a major plot point about football in this game. This film, but no, it's still a pretty good film. So that's that. And then I watched this earlier this year. Really enjoyed it, although I do think it's the weakest of the series. Kung Fu Panda 4, and I actually do like the Tenacious D take on Hit Me Baby One More Time, because that's a really good song. So that's that. And keeping with DreamWorks, I've got a Shrek mini figure thing, which is obviously a mystery, so I don't know what I'm gonna get inside, but let's have a look. So yeah, black bag as always, and I have Donkey. Donkey, there you go. He's getting his own series, I hear, so that'll be fun. Okay, now to the part where we're going to try stuff. Now, here in the UK, until now, we've not really had this thing at McDonald's called the McRib. It's something that I know you Americans have on as like a sort of regular menu item, but now we finally have our own, and it's this. So just open it up. And there you are. There it is in all its glory. And I'm gonna have a taste because I've been actually been looking forward to trying this for a long time. So yeah. Yep, that definitely tastes like a McRib. So thank you for bringing it at last here to UK shores. So I'll try some. I've got some other new items from McDonald's as well. So here we have the M&M's Halloween McFlurry. Yeah, which just tastes like a McFlurry with M&M's inside. And finally, the toffee apple pie. There you go. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah, that'll taste like toffee apple. So yeah, a short but sweet one this time. I don't know if I'm going to add anything more to the end of this video, but we'll see how we get on. What I'll do actually is I won't sort of do my thank you so much for watching bit. I'll just leave that till the end in case I do have some other stuff. So see you in the next part.
3 days later.
Yeah, so I didn't end up buying anything else in the end, so yeah, but I do have a couple more stories to share with you. So the day I'm recording this part on, I went out with a couple of my friends. These are two people that I do get on with quite well, but they are quite well, I'll be fair, they're alright as friends, but they can be hard work because they do chat a lot and do talk about things and suddenly change topics and everything, but they're okay on the whole. So yeah, anyway, spent the day with them. They bought some stuff, and because my car is so small, they ended up buying lots and lots of things. And I think it was my male friend who who didn't quite understand that it's a small car, you can only fit in so much, and he ended up paying the price as a result by sitting quite awkwardly in the car. So yeah, so in the end, because of that, I decided not to buy anything else. But that's okay, because I've showed you some stuff in the first part, and it's all good. And I guess I can also talk a little bit about the Flash, because not the Flash is in the film, the Flash is in the TV series, because I finally at long last finished it. Because of all the Arrowverse shows, I've completed Arrow, I've completed Supergirl, I haven't completed Legends of Tomorrow as far as I know. I think I've completed Black Lightning, but I'm not 100% on that. And I definitely know I've not completed Batman, but I have now completed The Flash, because that's like one of the three main shows for the Arrowverse. So the three main shows are obviously Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash, and I completed The Flash. And I will say that I think it was kind of a predictable ending in a way, because it was basically the very last Arrowverse show that was still being on air at the time, because pretty much every other Arrowverse show had finished or was cancelled before it could even finish. And to my understanding, Arrow finished perfectly, Supergirl ended perfectly, Legends was planned to have another season, but it got cancelled before it could reach that season. And Batwoman, well, after the first season, Thingy that was playing her decided to leave the show, and because the show kind of ended on because the first season ended unresolved because of COVID, it meant that the next two seasons they had to recruit a new Batwoman in, and yeah, it was a bit of a mess. Black Lightning, it wasn't really part of the Arrowverse to begin with, but it became part of the same universe following the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event. But anyway, so the Flash kind of ended as I expected it to be. You know, all his greatest enemies returning for one final fight. Not kind of similar to how the ending of Supergirl went, in which they all gathered together for their final fight against Lex Luthor, who was like the bigger bad, was like the major antagonist towards the end of the show. And so Team Flash do their best, and everything's all fine and dandy. And although I would say although it was a good ending to the Arrowverse at large, because the final season did feature a lot of characters from across the different shows. The only major issue I had is the absence of Cisco. Now, as we know, Cisco was part of the show since the beginning and did kind of leave the show not long after the Crisis crossover ended. And I know the actor was planning to return to it just to sort of wrap up his side of the story, but ultimately couldn't because of scheduling conflicts, which kind of made him heartbroken. But yeah, The Flash is overall I've found to be a really, really good show. It's not like some of the other Arrowverse shows who have kind of lost their quality off after a while. I know Legends of Tomorrow certainly lost its sort of serious tone and got a bit silly as time went on, to the point where it just kept going on and on and on, and basically just had no ending come to it. Whereas the Arrow ended perfectly, Supergirl ended perfectly, and now the Flash ended perfectly. So yeah, I don't know if I'm actually gonna bother rating it, because it's not really. This is more of a whole video. I'm not really. And I don't really review TV shows on the channel. I just stick to films at the moment. But I might review TV channels eventually after I've caught up with my blogging, because yes, I do still blog about mainly just about TV shows and films that I've seen before I started doing these video reviews. So yeah. Speaking of which, I am going to be, by the time you'll see this video, I will have seen A Wild Robot, which is the latest for DreamWorks film to be released and has had rave reviews. So video review of that will be on the way very, very soon. Yeah, that's it. I probably will at some point kind of tone down the amount of shorts I've been releasing lately, because I know there's been so many that I've been releasing lately, just because I want to keep track of all the anniversaries and celebrity birthdays that I like to know about and just keep track of. But yeah, I understand if it's a bit too much for some of you, and yeah, I will at some point tone it down so that it does still celebrate at least some celebrities and some pop culture anniversaries, but not for every single thing. It's just, there's lots that I like to follow from that. So yeah. Okay, I can't think of anything else to say, so I'm gonna leave it there and say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, so including these vlogs where I'm doing hauls and talking about life. I also do vlogs where I talk about things in pop culture, and I also do lots of gameplay videos, some without commentary and just straight up gameplay, and others with others in the style of let's play videos. And as I said, I do lots of shorts as well, which I'm gonna tone down at some point. So yeah. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to share with your pals, do so. If you want to leave a comment, do so. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And remember, if there is something that's released that you really want to have but you can't, but you know you have to get it because it's limited edition, go out and buy it. But maybe make sure that you've got your priorities straight first. So you know, don't like buy limited edition things straight away. You make sure you pay your bills. Yeah, make sure you definitely pay your bills, pay your subscriptions, and all that stuff, and then get it. Because as far as I know, the McRib, which I tried in the first part of this video, I don't know if it's going to be around going to be a permanent item on the menu. Excuse me. I know it's I don't know if it's new to the UK. I know it's quite popular in other parts of the world, but yeah, do get it if you get a chance, and hopefully it'll taste better than the one I had yesterday. Because I will admit, after I finished eating it, it wasn't all that sort of hyped up to me. But yeah, what do I know? So yeah, all right, toodles.
time has come.